Good morning and welcome along to AardvarkJoke,
Episode 21.
I'm joined this week by Mr. Peterson. Mr. Peterson, what have you been up to this week?
Hello, I've been very busy actually. I've been rolling dice, just trying to get a Yahtzee. It's really difficult, takes ages.
As something which will definitely date this episode is being produced in and around the time of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is airing in the UK. But the production schedule on this podcast is so lax, we're not going to tell you which year.
People can just guess.
Yeah, with a 13-month delay, we've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
So I've been watching it. I think it's been interesting. It's one of the reality TV shows that I don't always watch, but I try to watch it. I probably watch it about a third of the time, one every 3 seasons, but I quite enjoy it.
A third of one every 3 seasons.
One every 3 years,
episodes. It's like, so you have 2 fallow years.
Pretty much, yeah. So it's very good for kind of the reality TV set-aside policy that I have.
Yeah, very good. Also keeps you on your toes whether you're going to be watching on the leap year or not.
Yeah, exactly. It's very difficult to work out the maps. But so Aussie Matt Hancock, I would say former current politician. Maybe in the future, he'll be either leader of the opposition or the leader of the free world. Who knows? Or we'll just be working with him in a Labour camp.
Should we cover a few topics just now, just to help date the?
Yeah. I can't believe that Japan invaded Mars. I can't believe that Poseidon lost that war against the Otters.
I was suggesting we did it like this. Yes, current politician Matt Hancock, former politician Matt Hancock, author Matt Hancock, TV personality Matt Hancock, disgraced former health secretary and unemployed human Matt Hancock.
I mean, one thing that we could definitely say, which will be true probably for a very long time, is LBC radio host Matt. Because generally, as soon as you are either mildly disgraced, you get a job on that show. Maybe AardvarkJoke comedy writing partner Matt Hancock. But anyway, the point is that he's been in the jungle, and I think there's kind of 2 things which are quite funny. The number one is just the fact that if you want to go into the jungle, you've got to be some sort of celebrity, be that A-list all the way through Z-list. But there's a lot of celebrities out there, and you are.
There are.
The jungle environment is obviously some sort of floral prison. Kind of who would be your ideal celebrity jungle mate? I mean, I think there's quite a lot of top comedy in that. In terms of people like Steve Irwin would be absolutely ideal because he'd probably just make friends with all people. There's lots of other celebrities with animal experience. People like Joe Exotic. He knows a lot about tigers. I don't know if there are any tigers in and around the jungle, but I assume he's got transferable skills to all big cats.
Bear Grylls, very good at getting from a hostile environment to a 4-star hotel overnight.
Very good, yeah. Absolutely anyone who played a role, was in the filming of The Great Escape, or has actually escaped Colditz themselves, would also be quite a good person to have. Or anyone who's been to prison properly, like Snoop Dogg or Martha Stewart, just know about smuggling stuff into prison. I think would be incredibly helpful all over. That, or we just keep it simpler and go for the slightly politically controversial, but just say that obviously good to see we're still sending criminals to Australia, given the mishandling of the pandemic. So I think either one of those is quite funny, Mr. Pearson. Which one do you want to go for?
Well, I like the idea of sending criminals to Australia as comedy because it's
both as comedy and policy. Interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, vote Mr. Peterson.
Yeah, for what are your policies? Just get rid of people. That's just a single policy. Like
things and stuff. Some good, some bad.
Yeah, you've got to have a few mediocre policies so that you can build on something for the next year's manifesto. You solve all your problems in the first 4 years, you're not going to get re-elected, because there's nothing to do.
Tax the rich, get rid of tax the rich, tax corporations, get rid of criminals.
Yeah, or you could keep it, swing it around like first manifesto, tax for rich, second manifesto, untax for rich, and then third manifesto, keep taxing them again. Like a lot of films where the trilogy overall is quite good, but the second film is a bit weak, like Iron Man.
Yes. Or I could go the second one. I could go for a sort of a humorous policy. Well, no, I was more thinking tax the criminals, deport the rich, but that probably wouldn't go as well.
No, it'd make the taxing them later on more difficult. But anyway, so cool. So we'll go for the Matt Hancock thing. But the critical piece of information on this is that it was 1868 when the convict policy stopped being a thing. So that's when the government got rid of it and said, I mean, I don't know what happened. I don't know if there was just boats waiting at the port, and then, the sort of harbour master was like, oh, just another couple of days. They're coming anytime soon. And so
was that 1868 when the boat set off, or 1868 when the boats arrived?
That's a very good point, because travel times. I'd also like to point out with the year 1868, not 8 minutes past 7, but someone's got a really dodgy watch, like in case it was a 24-hour clock thing. But I think probably the joke is just the shortest one, which is that it's. Yeah, I see Matt Hancock's in the jungle. It's nice to see. Either it's nice to see the government is still sending criminals to Australia, or I was as shocked as anyone. I thought they'd stopped sending criminals to Australia in 1868, which is slightly more educational as well. Which we do like.
And that's what we like about your show, because if they turn up and they think the comedy is a bit shit, at least they learn something.
At least I get a fact. Which is
also on the fact line, 1868 wouldn't have been a year you watched I'm a Celebrity.
No, that is true, which would make it more difficult to connect with an audience from 1868. You as you watch every 3, would have watched 1860. You would have watched 1865. No, 1866 would have been the one you watched, I think. Just running the quick maths on that. We might have to edit that out in post if I've got that wrong. I'll check the maths rigorously before putting it out on the internet. I guess anyone thinks you can't, divide by a factor of 3 in your head over 150-year timescales instantly.
No, I've got an Excel spreadsheet. No, you would have watched in 1866, and if on the basis you watched this year,
that is good.
And then 1869 as well.
And that includes leap years, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's once every 3 years.
Yeah, so it's an extra year because it's a leap year and all that. Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's excluded. It's notwithstanding, various movements of I'm a Celebrity for various pandemics or world wars, or I haven't considered the postponements for the First or Second World War.
That's a very good point. Yeah. Cool. I mean, I'm almost tempted to cut it there. Maybe it's the shortest episode ever. Is there anything else we could squeeze in? It's probably a topic I include in quite a lot of jokes, but the Tories love to bang on about efficiency. And savings, and anything to do with, stripping down the public sector. So in this particular case, they've got rid of the entire legal system. They've just gone from negative publicity straight to Australia. They have massively increased the efficiency of that system. Notwithstanding, it might potentially be a morally grey area if it was to be implemented properly. Yeah.
So it's just. I also like the idea of it's more a thought police crime. It's not necessarily, he hasn't necessarily committed any crime. He's just been a bit rubbish at his job.
So he hasn't even irrelevant to how you think they handled the pandemic. Yeah. Just the fact that some people thought he didn't do a very good job is now enough to.
So it's not even just government efficiencies they're improving. If they took that policy, they just improved the efficiency of everyone. So I mean, you could think, someone if you're in an office and you maybe take 25 minutes to make a cup of tea, you're on the next boat.
Yeah, so you don't even have to put the milk in first to be deported now. It's as soon as you.
It's just basically. I think it's probably a very good way to improve the national productivity if you just get rid of everyone who's a bit lazy and a bit naff.
Your main policy is abject fear.
Well, not abject fear, but it's just,
moderate fear.
I wouldn't say
75% fear.
Yeah, I mean, it would lead to fear. But cool. Think about it. Other people in there. Chris Moyles doesn't get as many listeners as he used to.
Yeah, so as soon as he starts thinking, things have gone bad, viewing figures have gone down, straight on the boat.
Straight to Australia, yeah. Some would say. So I think what we come to, that instead of I'm a Celebrity is, for for people trying to reinvigorate their career. It's actually a government policy to deport them because they're not working hard enough.
And when Matt Hancock escapes and has his rise through the political system again as a sort of Noel Edmonds type figure with a rebirth, he will be able to introduce the straight to the jungle policy as his main manifesto promise.
Well, is it rehabilitation? It's probably rehabilitation, isn't it?
I mean, that's a deeper argument about prisons. They're not punishments, it's about rehabilitation.
Well, I'm not to propose that argument about prisons, but I'm just saying I'm a celebrity. They're all going to come back more famous than they left.
That's true. Also, if I had cockroaches crawling all over my face and mouth, I would want PPE as well. So he probably understands the importance now of face masks. So I would want to be social distanced from both snakes. I mean, I'd round it up to 10 feet rather than the usual 6, or 2 meters for our European listeners. Maybe that's a joke then. I think we'll pause it there.
It's quite a quick one, actually. 16 hours later.
I don't know if you've been watching on telly, but it's good to see Matt Hancock's in the jungle from a celebrity. One man shipped to Australia. Might sound stupid, but I thought the government stopped having that as their policy in 1868. I think it's a good idea, though, actually, to keep sending people over there. It's a great example of Tory public sector efficiency. They haven't even bothered to give this man any sort of conviction for breaking the law. They've just instantly cut the justice system and gone straight from alleged crime straight to Australia, which will save a lot of money for the taxpayer. Weird that they're still using a wooden sailboat, though. Most unexpected. Just can't get rid of the old times, I guess. Maybe it'll become government policy more in the future to send people to Australia, sort of like a thought crime, sort of like Minority Report. Although I'm now very conscious that I might be turning this into a BNP rally by talking about deporting people and using the word minority in the same paragraph.
Very good. Bravo, bravo.
Mr. Peterson, have you anything to add, sir? Aardvark joke.
Episode 21.
If I do and it's not funny enough, I don't want to go to Australia, so I probably won't.
Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.